Oh, welcome everyone. I was reading over your questions that you asked me yesterday. Adam the Woo here. It's my second channel, Daily Blog channel. I'm going to read your questions and I'm going to answer them now. Remember, this is unedited and quick, so I might miss some, but I'm going to try to get to a lot of them, most of them. Here we go. It's the Daily Woo. Question and answer time. This is the answer segment. First question. What color are your socks today? They're white. We know you like 80s movies. What about 80s video games? Any favorites? I love original Nintendo. 1985, NES came out, Nintendo Entertainment System. I love all that stuff. Mario. What else am I trying to... Excite Bike. Man, I'm drawing a blank here. Mario, Excite Bike, Legendary Wings is my favorite. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I could actually beat Mike Tyson. The secret is to get past the first 90 seconds, and then it's smooth sailing with Tyson. But he's like indestructible for the first 90 seconds. Anyway, moving on. So NES, definitely my favorite video game console. Whose garage is that from yesterday? That's my mom's garage. What's the most trouble you've been to while on adventures? Yelled at, trespassing. I'm going to leave that one alone. I'm not going to talk about any trespassing stuff. So if I ever see a question about trespassing, let's just keep that little topic zipped up. We're going to keep moving. A bunch of trespassing. You ever been arrested for trespassing? What happened? Not going to talk about that. First video you watched where you and Cody went to Southeastern Academy. My question is the old rundown academy still there? Yes, it's still there, decayed and decrepit and nasty after all these years. It looks pretty horrible. What's your favorite theme park? Currently, Disneyland is my favorite theme park. I think it's pretty amazing. What's your shampoo and conditioner? I don't know, whatever's cheapest. Alberto VO5, like 88 cents at Walmart. When you got in the old Orlando arena, what was your biggest fear? Did you see anything in that pipe? My biggest fear is the fact that I was not wearing any shoes, and I was walking around, and there was all kind of weird things. I was afraid of stepping on a hypodermic needle, which would have been horrible. Aaron Stone asks, who inspired you to begin UE, which is urban exploring work? Nobody did, really. I kind of just did it on my own. Never even knew that term existed. And to this day, I still don't use the term urban explorer. I don't consider myself an urban explorer. I just like seeing things, snooping around, living my life and having a good time, and showing people things that I see. But no one really inspired me. I just did it on my own. I'm like a self-inspired person, I guess, when it comes to that. What's the scariest place you ever made it to, and why is it so spooky? That was probably the High-Lie building. I was in this massive High-Lie building, and it was pretty scary. It scared the living crap out of me because I was in that massive place. It was so dark. Even with the flashlights, I could barely see anything in front of me. You ever been to the hills of South Dakota? Never have, but hopefully I'll go there one day and I'll meet up with you. How do you find out about these locations? A lot of time it's just like looking online. People will email me. Sometimes it's just driving down the road and I find something. I go, what is that? And I just go inside. So it's a variety of things, a plethora of ways I find out about stuff. It's no exact thing in any way. I noticed your keys don't jingle as much as they used to. Do you still have your keys? Did you thin them out? Yeah, I got rid of a few keys, but I still got 3 or 4 keys on the old key. I can't take them off in time, but they're latched onto my side here. You can still hear them jingle. The jingle has just lessened because there's less keys. If you meet any Disney character, who would it be and why? I've always kind of liked Goofy and Mickey. I'm always a big Mickey fan. Have you ever considered sneaking into Area 51? No, I never have, but people always suggest it all the time. Thanks for asking my questions. Thanks for answering my questions. Todd from North Carolina says, have you ever been to a location where something scared you so much you had to leave? Usually when I find somebody in there, like maybe a crazy, wild-eyed homeless man or something, that's really about it. Most of the time, I just do it, whatever. You always got the fear, but you're always motivated and excited, so you keep on moving it. A lot of questions about how I'm funded and how I get through things. Do you live off donations that people give me? Yes. Some people give me donations. It's definitely not enough to keep me going. A lot of it's on credit cards. A lot of it's off t-shirt sales. A lot of it's off donations. It's like a whole mess load of ways I get money. But I'm just kind of doing it. I'm not really thinking about the money aspect. Hopefully one day this whole thing will pay off. I can at least break even. For now, I just like videoing things or filming things. So that's pretty much how it works. There's really no rhyme or reason. I'm not rich in any way, shape, or form. I'm pretty broke. I'm probably broker than most people watching this video. Pretty broke. Anyway, that doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with anything. That's not how I live my life. I don't focus on money. I focus on living my life. So we're going to continue on. There's going to be a lot of questions about that. You must be rich. Definitely not rich. What's your favorite rock band? I like a bunch of rock bands. I like the Beatles. I like Green Day. I like the Ramones. I love all that stuff. They're probably my 3 top favorites. Walt Disney had a time machine and came from the future. Show you around. What would you tell him about the future? Or what would you be disappointed about the future? I would tell him I'm not very happy with how Epcot turned out. I don't think he would be happy with how Epcot turned out. Also, who does your hair? That's me. I always do my hair. I don't know what doing my hair means, but this is doing my hair. All right, let's scroll through some more stuff here. Dun, 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 dun. First abandoned place you explore. I did a video the other day. That was the Sugar Mill in St. Cloud. Do your parents support what you do? And they give you money to go to these places? Yes, my parents support what I do. And no, they don't give me any money. Zero, zip, nada. They never give me a dime to travel around. I mean, they're parents and they help you out like parents do. You know, roof over your head when you need it. Food, a meal, home-cooked meal. My mom's great. But they've never said, here's a check, son. Go film something. No, no, no. All that's on me. I paid for this van myself. I worked. I did all that. Saved some money up. It was all basically on me. My parents are great, but they don't give me money. Don't think I'm some trust fund kid like some people have said, because I'm definitely not. Okay, let's keep going. We're running out of time here. We got to keep moving. Would you ever come to Australia? Yes, I definitely would. Ba-ba-bum. Adam, if you could go into one structure that's now gone that you've never been able to, which would it be? Xanadu, a boardwalk, and baseball? I actually got to go in Xanadu, Home of the Future, once. It was pretty awesome. But I didn't film a video. I was just in there taking pictures. That was before I started doing the video thing. But that was cool. I got to go in there. Let's just keep going through here. We ever come to St. Petersburg and film the movie locations from Cocoon? Yes, I will. I'm a big Steve Guttenberg fan. Worst actor ever. But something about him, it's kind of like a guilty pleasure. So you got to love Steve Guttenberg and the Cocoons. What job or jobs have you held when you quit to take your life in this direction? The last job I had, I worked at a feed store. I was slinging feed over my shoulder to like a bunch of ranchers, hillbillies and stuff. It was pretty cool. The people were cool there, but it just was not for me. Horse feed, cow feed, bales of hay, stuff like that. Before that, I always worked retail, grocery retail, stocking peas, frozen food coolers, all that stuff. I've done that for decades, and now I'm not doing that stuff anymore. I'm just doing this. This is what I'm doing. This kind of stuff here. What is your favorite scene in Back to the Future? That's way too difficult to figure out. How do you combat loneliness on the road? I have no idea. You just got to deal with it. It is what it is. You just got to, whatever. Keep roaming around, just doing your thing. Are you partnering with YouTube? No, I'm my own partner. I kind of go the DIY route and just do things my own way. Do it yourself. The Adam the Woo way. Let's just keep going down here. Do you like One Direction? Can't say that I do. What's the greatest moment in your life so far? There's too many. But definitely too many. I don't even know how to even really answer that. There's a lot of questions here. 250 questions. Wow, there's so many questions. What's your favorite song? Sorry if this is a repeat. I don't know if I have a favorite song. Alyssa Benjamin, 4444. Asked that. I don't know if I have a favorite song. Probably one of the Beatles. Big John Lennon fan. So a lot of the John Lennon solo stuff, which I didn't really care for at first, but over time I became a big John Lennon solo fan. One day it just hit me and I realized what he was saying. And a lot of those, some of those songs are some of my favorite lyrical songs. What's the furthest place you've ever been from your hometown? Probably the West Coast, up north, Portland, Oregon. Gosh, there's a lot of questions. I don't think I'll be able to get to all these. This is an unedited video, so it's very difficult to go through all the questions. How did you and Ginger meet? We met at one of my band shows years ago. Hit it off. Let's do some adventures. Hello, Adam. Have you seen any paranormal activity? There probably has been some, but I never really look at it. I'm not a Ghostbuster. I just kind of film things. Sometimes things show up in videos. People always leave comments. Whoa, look at that. Did you see that? So that's pretty cool. But I never go out searching for it. Do you still use it? eBay very often? Very rarely do I use eBay anymore. You ever come into the UK? I certainly hope so. Ever since you got banned from Disney World, do you ever miss not being able to go back when you want? Of course I do. I love Disney World. And I love Disneyland. Luckily, I still go to Disneyland. Things are great out there. They don't seem to have a problem with me going out there, so I'm going to continue going to Disneyland. But definitely miss Disney World. You ever spent the night in your van? If so, what type of gear do you bring? I bring myself and I pile in the back. I've slept back there probably, 300, 400, 500 times over the past few years. Definitely sleep in the van a lot. Who's your favorite scientist? Damo Brown 420 asks, who's my favorite scientist? Dr. Emmett Brown, of course. Back to the Future. If you go back to your childhood and relive one day, what day would it be and why? Gosh, there's a lot of childhood days for sure. I don't even know. That's a very tough question to answer. Good question. Very tough answer though. I know your online name is Adam the Woo. What is your real name? It's not that hard to figure out. You guys can figure it out. So I'm going to leave the searching up to you guys for that one. How did you and Justin Scard and Byron Sin meet? We were in 2 separate bands. We went on tour together 4 or 5 years ago. Met up, became good buddies, and now we're really good friends. There's a lot of questions here. I didn't realize there was going to be this many questions. What's your favorite ride at Disney World? What's your least favorite? Favorite rides at Disney World and Disneyland, of course, Haunted Mansion, Pirates of the Caribbean. Those are probably my 2 favorites. And then at Epcot, my favorite. Well, Epcot's changed quite a bit. Probably my favorite ride now at Epcot is Spaceship Earth. All the other rides I like are history. They're gone. So it doesn't really matter. Epcot is not what it used to be. Do you ever rehearse before your vlogs? Mismo21 asks. Adam, do you ever do any rehearsing before your vlogs? Never. I just start it up, do the DailyWoo vlog, and go from there. People ask, how'd you get the name TheDailyWoo? I did a video of that. Just look up how I got the name Adam the Woo, TheDailyWoo. Search that. It'll come up. Did a whole vlog about that. Also, people ask about my tattoos. I think Alyssa also asked about the tattoo question. I'm going to probably do a full video on my tattoos. Not enough time to go through my whole body of tattoos. Are you banned for Disney for life or just that one time? Yes, I'm eternally banned from Disney World. People always ask too. Disney World, Disneyland. Disney World. That's the only one. Any Disney World property, Orange County, Florida, I'm not allowed to go to. For now. For now, I'm banned for life. We're going to see what happens later on, but for now, just banned for life. When is your birthday? August 10th. Coming up in a couple weeks, 3 weeks. Besides YouTube, how do you make money? I've already kind of explained that. I don't. I'm broke. I don't make money. I love your abandoned videos as well as your other daily vlogs. My wife Sarah and I would like to know one answer. Are you straight? Yes, I am. I am straight. I like girls and women. So yeah, I'm definitely straight. A lot of people ask me that all the time. I don't know, maybe I have a non-straight tendencies coming out. It doesn't matter. It's cool. Everyone's cool. But I'm definitely straight. What do you do during the rest of your day when not making daily blog video? I just do what everybody else does. I hang out. I eat a lot of food. How do you afford to do what you do? Everyone's asking me this. I just do it. I just do it. I don't know what to say anymore. I don't have money. I'm broke. Do you come back to Niceville often? Oh, yes. I'm back there twice in the last couple of years. It's an awesome place. I grew up there. Every time I go through the Panhandle from now on, I'm making a promise to myself to always go by Niceville. Love Niceville. Niceville, and you follow Oklahoma. Niceville, Florida, you follow Oklahoma. My 2 favorite places, other than where I live now, which is St. Cloud, Florida. A lot of memories at both those places. A lot of the same questions over and over and over and over and over. Man, I am just blown away by how many people have asked questions. When you film your videos and you talk to your daily viewers, are you imagining us collectively or as an audience or individual behind our iPhones? Or are you talking and entertaining yourself? It's a little bit of everything. I'm talking to myself. I'm watching myself. I'm thinking of certain people. I might be thinking of you, sir, or you too, ma'am. I'm just thinking of everyone. I'm hoping people are enjoying this. I don't really know. I just kind of film it, and then just whatever happens, happens. What would you like to do one day? There's a lot of the same questions. Would you ever do the filming locations of the best movie, aka Tron? Haven't thought of it. Maybe one day. Do you like discovering abandoned theme parks? Of course I do. Waiting on the new video today. Sincere914 says, let's woo this. Well, Sincere, we just did this and we just wooed this. And I appreciate everybody watching this. I know a lot of people didn't get their questions answered. This video is already 14 minutes long, not edited. I was just blazing through them. Thank you, everyone, for leaving the comments down below. I really appreciate it. We're going to do this again. Maybe once a month we'll do this. I got to try to come up with a different formula of doing this because some people, even though I said just leave one question, they left like 900 questions. They were leaving non-questions. So since I'm reading them off in a row, it's very difficult to weed through them. But this was fun. What did you guys think of this Q&A answer time? Leave some comments down below today. And also leave some comments down below if I didn't answer your question, if it's a very pertinent question. I'll go on today's and I'll actually reply on here through text, through typing, and I'll answer your question if I didn't get to it today. So retype any important, pertinent questions that you might have. And I'm going to do some crazy commenting on today's daily vlog blog. Thanks, everybody. I love all your questions. Everybody that answered questions and asked questions. It's a question time. This is a very lengthy vlog blog. I'm going to see you guys later. Thanks so much. As always, Love you guys.